welcome back to Nikki Talks Trailers. I'm Nikki Limo, and we have some trailers to talk. Today we're talking American Made, Murder on the Orient, and we're getting super pumped for the new Avengers in this week's segment of Caption This. Let's talk some trailers. As you probably know, the links to the full trailers are always in the description for your viewing pleasure. If you want to check them out, I highly recommend it. Let's get started. First up, we have American Made. I feel like it's in Tom Cruise's contracts that he has to be in a plane crash in every movie he's in. Like, wasn't he just in a plane crash in The Mummy? I feel like he's an endangerment to all the other movie characters that have to be in a plane with him. And does anyone else think that Tom Cruise must lead such a crazy life already that when he reads a script about running cocaine for Pablo Escobar that he thinks, that's kind of boring. I do love that Tom always does his own stunts, like hanging off of planes, hanging off of cliffs, wearing pink shirts. That's really him, by the way. I, for one, believe that this story is true because there are so few things made in America that drug-running pilot spy sounds like it could be a real thing. On LinkedIn, he probably had to check that other box a lot. It's pretty crazy that in a true story, this man's wife has to constantly remind him that he's an airline pilot. Like he didn't know. Like maybe there's somebody watching who needed to know. I love true stories. Next up, we have Murder on the Orient. I don't know why they titled this movie Murder on the Orient. They should have titled it Clue on a Train, or Clue on the Snow-Capped Mountains if they wanted to run for awards. Also, a movie has to be the only place where you hear the phrase, "There's been a murder!" and you think, ooh, awesome, this is gonna be good. I'm such a guilty person too that if I was in this movie, I could not handle the pressure of everyone thinking I'm the bad guy. This is like Mafia, the movie. I wonder if they're gonna play it with a doctor or not. Or one doctor, one detective. Or two mafias, which is something I've heard of, but I don't have enough friends to experience. At one point in the trailer, this guy calls himself the greatest detective in the world, which I think is kind of cocky. Unless it's like Michael Jackson calling himself the king of pop, or maybe he won a contest or something. Or maybe he killed all the other detectives in the world, making himself the only and therefore the greatest detective in the world. This is how my mind works when I watch murder mysteries. And did anyone else notice that the butler and the assistant are sitting at the same table having dinner together? That's weird. Like, where's their owner? I should be a detective. And lastly, let's talk about Avengers. No, Avengers did not release a trailer this week. I wish they did, but they did release a featurette, which got us super pumped on the new Avengers. So I thought we'd do a throwback for this week's Caption This, and I asked you to caption this old screenshot from the old Avengers movie, and here's what you said. So, are we going to Shake Shack or In-N-Out? When your whole squad is looking for the restaurant but can't find it even though the nav says arrived? Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, no, it's soup! No, wait a minute, he's from the DC universe. Mom made pizza rolls! Really? Who farted? This film has been modified from its original version. It has been formatted to fit this screen. Line! Hulk. Is it a dog? Is it a plane? No, it's just our solid characterizations and intrigue going down the drain. When someone jacks all your cupcakes at your wedding. And that's all we have for this week's episode of Nikki Talks Trailers. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Also, follow me on Twitter at Nikki Limo. I ask you to caption things all the time. I also just like to talk to you as a person. Message me or tweet me, whatever you want to do, no pressure. I'll see you next time. Bye.